scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Now Cook. He's got it off the draw. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Dunlap. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, Dunlap. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's got this down to the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over to the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Vikings, nothing.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 more yards there and another first down.
At the 13-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, that was their third sack of the ball game. Second in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the second spot pretty soon. On second down now, it's Cook. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd and long. Dunlap. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And this one is right through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. They stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
Prescott's pass.
A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets him 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 6.
Now the man from Kentucky, this is Lynn Bowden. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Harrison Smith on the tackle.
Now Prescott. Blitz coming and down he goes. But Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. Forced out to his left. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A big play here for the Cowboys. 53 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's now second
Now
down.
Taylor.
The 16.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he'll find Pittman. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. To throw is Prescott. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season. Right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the return will stop right around the 25. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 14. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
And back to Taylor on first down. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Taylor, the ball
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
the 12-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Prescott to throw it. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing. Prescott. Will set up the screen to Taylor. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
Taylor.
The 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back, and sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Brings up 2nd and 7.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Dalvin Cook on the carry. Tackle made.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Now 3rd and 5.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Stephon Gilmore. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
First and 10 at the 47.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
First down, Cowboys.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Play action now. Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
25-yard line.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
3rd down.
Prescott now. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. They caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catches. Hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of the half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And in hindsight, hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. First down, Prescott. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. First and 10, Taylor now. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. Again, it's Taylor. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, Taylor. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll run with Taylor. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
At the 10-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. And it is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on. Of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is, just what you said, you've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, He's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right?
Second down and 10.
Back to the air on second down. Dunlap. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Logan Wilson coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
And the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
1st and 10.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats?
Who?
You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down.
All defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Prescott. They can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
31 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over.
23-yard line.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Again, it's Cook. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
32-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Gets this to Isabella on the jet sweep. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake. Dunlap. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 3rd down.
He was covered by Jamal Adams.
Operating from the gun. Dunlap. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
The throw to the middle, taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Cowboys' 30-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. It's out, it's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start with a give to Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. That'll be caught by Cup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 38. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
9 yards. First down.
Prescott on first down. And a little floater there is incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's Prescott. He gets this one complete to Bowden. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Pinheiro on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further.
44.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been threes.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right. All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
We're quickly to Thielen here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
At the 39-yard line.
Off play action. Dunlap. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And that goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The Vikings on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch call. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They run once more with Taylor. Finding room at the 30. And he'll take this all the way out to the 38-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Marcus May. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Dallas.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And 3 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll run it here with Bowden.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
To Jefferson on the slant. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. A first down throw for Prescott. They'll get this complete to his running back, Bowden. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys add on. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been... Dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep, and boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. The Vikings head out to take over once again. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. On first down, Dunlap. That ball complete to Isabella. The 30, 20, touchdown, Vikings. Andy Isabella, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Bowden. He takes this for 3 to the 29. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Back to throw. Miles. And that will be incomplete. Now, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity. And look at this. It's a fake. The gamble pays off. They get the first. The fake play gets them 10, and that changes things as they've got a first down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move. But often
that's caught inside the 20. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. On the ground, it's Bowden. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll try it again with Bowden. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On third down, it's Taylor. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further.
In this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's third and short. From the gun, Dunlap, and that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll run the screen with Bowden. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves it with 3rd and just a yard. And he will have a Cowboys first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
And a Cowboy first down.
On 1st and 10, Miles. They'll get this one to Cobb complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Miles pass.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Taylor. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
At the 43-yard line.
Looking to throw. Miles. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost, it was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Cowboys, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.